This is the tutorial for Wood's DDP Model 9. I'm going to begin by going to New, click down the drop-down arrow, select Part. I'm going to start by drawing the overall stock size by beginning a 2D sketch on the XY plane. I'm going to select Rectangle tool. I'm going to start at the origin, green snap, and I'm going to move my rectangle in the direction that I would like the rectangle to appear. The overall size of this rectangle is 4 by 2.2. So I'm going to type in 4 on my keyboard, tab, 2.2, enter. Select the front view of the view cube. I can see my rectangle. I'm going to now extrude it by finishing sketch, pressing extrude. I'm going to change distance A to 2. Select OK. Go back to the view cube, press the home button. Now I can see my overall stock shape here. I'm going to remove the material on this face, so I'm going to start a sketch on the front face. And I'll select the front view cube here to realign myself. I'm going to select the rectangle tool, and I'm going to begin a rectangle in the upper left corner, so I'm going to snap green. The distance of this rectangle is 1.3 in the X and 1.7 in the Y. So I'm going to type first 1.3, tab, 1.7, enter. Now I'm going to select the upper right corner, keeping on my rectangle tool. I'm going to select the upper right corner, and I'm going to make a rectangle on the right side. This distance is going to be 2.2 in the X and the same in the Y as before. So this is 2.2, tab, and 1.7, enter. And if I right click OK, you can see that I have two rectangles here. I'm going to press finish sketch. I'm going to extrude. And in this case, I need to select both pieces of geometry. So I'm going to select my first profile and then my second profile. And then I'm going to change the output to cut. And I'm going to change distance A to through all. And then I'm going to select OK. I am now going to remove the material at the top here. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this right side face. I'm going to select the right view so I can reorient myself. I'm going to begin this by drawing a circle in this area right here. And to do that, I'm going to start with a point, and I'm just going to place my point on here. I'm not going to tie it to anything. And I'm going to dimension from the point. So I'm going to select first the point and then the left side of my part. And then I'm going to come over here to the left side to activate the dimension. And this distance is right in the center of this 2 inches. So this is going to be 1. Enter. Then I'm going to locate this from the bottom. So I'm going to stay on dimension. I'm going to select my point, and I'm going to select the bottom of my part. And then I'm going to come over here in the white, and I'm going to click again to activate it. And this distance is 1.5. Then I am going to draw a circle. So I'm going to use my circle tool, and I'm going to draw a circle directly on that point. So I'm going to snap to the point with a green dot. And the diameter of this circle is going to be 1.4. So I'm going to type in 1.4, enter. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my rectangle tool, and I'm going to start in the upper left corner. And I want this to split this circle right in half. So the distance of this is going to be the full width of my part, which is 2, and half of the circle, which is 0.7. So I'm going to first type in 2, tab, 0.7, enter. And then I'm going to right click OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this section and this section with a cut extrusion. So I'm going to press finish sketch. I'm going to go to extrude, and I'm going to select this upper right corner. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select, just moving the mouse just a touch, select this upper left corner. And then I'm going to change the output to cut. And I'm going to change the distance to through all. Select OK. I'm going to begin a sketch on this face again because I need to put a hole in here. So I'm going to start 2D sketch. I'm going to select this right side face. Select my right view cube to reorient myself. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select project geometry because I want to identify the center of this circle that I just made. So if I select project geometry and then just select this face, you'll see that I'm given the center point right here. Then I'm going to use my point tool and I'm going to select right on that yellow dot so that I get a green snap. Select, and I've just created a point right there. Then I'm going to select finish sketch. I'm going to use the hole feature this time. So I'm going to select hole. It automatically picks up the point that I just made as my hole. It's going to be a simple hole. There is going to be no seat. The termination is going to be through all. And the diameter down here is what I'm going to change. So I'm going to select this dimension down here and I'm going to change that to 0.6 and then say OK. I then have 2 slots to place in. There's one on this face and one on this face. So I'm going to begin a 2D sketch and I'm going to start on this top face on the right side. Reorient myself. I'm going to place a point on this face. Then I'm going to select dimension and I'm going to dimension this piece. So I'm going to select the point to the right side of my part, then move over to the right in the white over here. Select again to activate that dimension. This distance is 1.75. Click the check mark. Then I'm going to dimension it vertically. So I'm going to stay on dimension. I'm going to click my point, click the bottom of my part, bring this over. This distance is going to be half of the overall 2. So this is 1. Select the check mark. I then am going to place a circle on this point right here. So I select circle. I'm going to click right on this point. It should turn green. They have given me the radius of this, which is 0.2. Inventor needs the diameter when you draw a circle. So I'm going to double the radius. So this dimension is 0.4. Enter. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my line tool. And I'm going to snap to the top of my circle that I just drew. And I'm going to draw a horizontal line over until it touches the side of my part. Click. And then I'm going to do the same on the bottom. I'm going to move over here, snap to the bottom of the circle, and draw a horizontal line. The 0 degrees readout should show, or the readout for the degree should show 0. I'm going to snap to the right side. And then I'm going to connect these 2 points right here with a line tool again. So I'm going to snap to this bottom line I just drew. You can see I'm attached to it right now, and I'm going to snap up to the top. Now I've made a solid profile here. I'm going to finish sketch. I'm going to extrude. This one is split up into 2 profiles, so I need to make sure that I select both of them. So I select the circle, and then I select this portion, the slot, the rectangle portion. The output is going to be a cut extrusion, and the distance is going to be through all. And then I'm going to select OK. Finally, I'm going to place another slot on the back side of the top here. So I'm going to select my Start 2D Sketch, select the top view back here, reorient myself. I'm going to do it the same process that I did before, where I place a point. Now I'm going to dimension that point. This distance from the point, so I'm going to select the point to the left side of my part. Come over here in the white to activate it. This is going to be 0.675. These two are on the same vertical dimension as before. So when I located this before at 1, this is going to be 1 as well. So I'm going to select the point, the bottom of my shape, come over here to the white, select. Now I'm going to edit this dimension to 1, select the check mark. I'm going to use the circle tool. I'm going to select my point so I get a green dot. They've given me this as a radius of 0.3. Inventor needs a diameter, so I'm going to double that. So this is 0.6, enter. And the same process as before. I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to select the top, snap to the top of the circle, draw a horizontal line over to the left side of my part. Do the same on the bottom, select the bottom, snap to the bottom of my circle, draw a horizontal line over to the left of my part, and then I'm going to connect these two horizontal lines. So I snap green, you can see I'm attached. I'm going to snap to the top horizontal line. Then I'm going to press finish sketch. I'm going to turn my view around here. So I'm going to come up to the view cube here. I'm going to press this top left corner of the view cube, and you can see it's going to rotate me. So now I can see this face clearer. I'm going to select extrude, and again, select both profiles. So select the circle, and then the extended rectangle portion. The output is going to be a cut. The distance is going to be through all. Select OK. Move back to my home view, and that's the completion of Model 9.